Sorry.
Your name, please, go.
I'm Bonnie Carley.
Okay.
It's my understanding all that needs to happen is the vote needs to be canvassed. So whom, when, and how is that going to be done?
Vicki, who's the person that you contacted that we have not heard back from yet?
His name is Scott Morris.
Scott Morris.
He
When?
owns businesses in Fowler. He is influential to their area. I'm sure Cindy can confirm that.
Okay.
He has served on 2 voting boards in Otero the last 2 years.
Gary.
He's running for county commissioner of Otero. He also is on the board for the college.
So when?
I have to talk to him. Again, it was said that he was out of town for a funeral. And so when he gets back in, which is tomorrow, he will be called, and it will either be Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay. And is this board going to give DeVita the instruction that tonight the keys need to be turned over to somebody in charge so that that person can access the votes that we voted for?
Davita doesn't have the keys.
Who has the keys?
They're in the office.
And we know where they are? Somebody just said DeVita knows where they are.
DeVita does.
Okay,
So
so
nobody has the authority to open or touch those votes.
I'm
until
not
the-
asking for that. I'm asking, are you guys aware of where the keys are? So when he comes to canvass the vote, he will have access to the ballots.
Yeah, when the Peter comes in, she will,
He will have access to those votes.
people have it, but he's
Okay.
got them for now, and that's all we can tell you.
Who has them for now?
In her office. DeVita
In
does
her
not
office.
presently have the keys.
Okay, but you guys are aware where they are, correct?
They're there.
Are you certain?
Yes, yes, I am.
Let me ask this question. Is there somewhere that they can be secured so everybody is no longer concerned that DeVita's going to tamper with these votes?
No,
Is there somewhere that we can secure these keys so that nobody, including DeVita or Vicki or me or you or whoever, has access to those keys until the person who's going to canvass the vote gets here? Because nobody's authorized to touch those votes until the canvasser gets here and the clerk is there so they can go through that process together. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Nobody has the authority to touch them. Nobody can tell us to break those boxes open.
Right.
Right.
Could I
That
make a
would be
suggestion?
illegal.
Yes, what is your
We have
suggestion?
a safe deposit box at the bank, and
Yeah,
there
we
has
give
to be
the
at
bank
least
a
2 of
box.
you that go to get anything that is in there out, 2 or 3, something like that. I would suggest putting them in there because that way one person can't get them.
Okay.
The recommendation on the
box.
table is to put the keys for the ballot box in the safety deposit box in the bank.
Who's gonna hold the key for that?
There are 2 people who must go and retrieve them
Takes 2
from the
members of the board to go get them.
safety deposit box
And
from the
when?
board.
It should be one of them and
Beef-
one of the new board.
Before the canvas is done.
No, I mean, are we gonna do that tonight, tomorrow?
Well, the bank's closed. I don't know how we do it tonight, but what do we do with it?
There's no ability to make decisions during public comment.
That's true,
That's true.
but we can come to
They can't hear back there.
up there!
well, there's 2 mics and she's holding one of them and I got a loud mouth. Everybody tells me
Close
that.
to the one, put her to your lips, don't mumble, speak up.
I don't mumble, I speak up, and I can get this loud if I have to, but I don't see
There
the
you
need.
go. There you go. Like that.
Does anybody have a problem with, we need to figure out how we're gonna get them there, because it's a reasonable idea. Does anybody have a problem, first of all, with having a member of the present council and a member of the future council be the ones to go get them? And even if we have somebody from the future council tomorrow could meet with one of us here and we could jointly take them down there, I think that's a reasonable plan. My question is, beyond that, who's gonna take them in and who's gonna go pick them up? Well, how are we gonna secure them tonight? Unless, DeVita's keys are in there, in the office, so she doesn't have access to the keys to the building.
It's my understanding that DeVita already accessed this building without,
You talking about this weekend?
yes.
No, that was not DeVita. I'm not at liberty to go into the details of that at this point, but no,
I'd be happy
yes,
to discuss it in my trustee report.
she's gonna go into that when she talks, but yes, somebody accessed this building this weekend. Okay, and we had a problem which caused us to look at the security information to find out who that is, and we found out what happened and how and why. We don't have all the details, but it was not DeVita. And the rest of that will be discussed later on. Okay?
Okay, perfect,
All right.
thank you.
Yes, ma'am, thank you. Why don't you, yeah, leave it up there. Is there anybody else? I'm sorry?
There's the notebook.
Yeah. Why do I always get stuck with the list?
Go home then.
I have no intention of that. But thanks for your suggestion. Yellow one page, looks like, okay. So I have, looks like Floyd Rogers is signed in. Comment? No, sir, thank you. Betty Brew?
I didn't sign in.
Okay, well, it looks like, maybe I'm looking at the wrong date.
You probably are.
Wait, well, it's hard to tell which ones. And the page for 4 is incomplete, so I thought that's where the other meeting stopped.
I couldn't hear it because I signed one right there prior to this.
Okay.
Well, let's go on now.
We'll work from your name up and see until we run out of people here. Looks like Corinna, did you want to make a statement?
Yes.
Please come forward.
It's right here, sweetheart.
There.
Then you have to turn it on. She turned it.
Hello, my name is Karina, and I'm just here again to let you guys all know that I created a page for Sugar City. It's called Sugar City Everything. It's on Facebook. It has the Caboose Park picture on it. It's always gonna have the town meetings on it and any kind of information that's going on with the town, any kind of events that are coming up. So we hope that you guys like and follow the page. And then I just wanna ask the council, are we letting DeVita back in this building?
Has DeVita been fired?
No, DeVita hasn't been fired, but she
Correct.
was put on administrative leave.
By a council that was not officially in place yet, because that vote, they're not official now.
So what you're telling me is DeVita's not official because she swore them in.
DeVita is every bit as employed today as she was last week, last month, last year.
Okay, so if
I answered the question.
so we're allowing her back in, we're allowing all these things to go on, but the new board members can't come on because everybody saw DeVita swore them in. And you guys were real quick to give up your seats and move out of the way so the new board members can come in.
Watch this, though. Watch this right here. I wrote it down for us all.
Here's the microphone, wait.
Per Cindy Carly, threw out entire agenda and adjourned. Council is not sworn in
Give her the
because if you
microphone.
throw out the agenda, then the agenda doesn't exist.
Valid,
Nope, she didn't. She said the entire thing, Cindy. I got it
but
on
none
Quora.
of you were like, hey, this is an issue, you guys just let it roll.
Just like Cindy was probably not aware of it at that time, not all of us were aware of it at that time. Should we have a wrestling match? At this point today.
No, but
on
there's a
Monday
lot of
night,
questions that need to be answered
They
from the
do.
town people that now we're postponing because the councils can't get their shit together.
Not this council.
Sir, you quick and got up out your seat and went over there and basically let DeVita say, okay, yeah, they're swore in and they took their seats.
At that time, I'm one of the people that was not aware of the problem with all this, but we are all
So
aware of it
maybe you
right
shouldn't be
now.
the one speaking for the whole council that's sitting up here then.
This vote is not yet official until it's been canvassed by the person that's been selected who's outside of this group. Once that's done, this vote is good and they're in. But as of right now, they're not. On Wednesday night, they were not. What they did Wednesday night was not legal and binding because they were not officially elected yet. So in a week or two, whenever that time is, when it's been canvassed and that vote is official, they'll be right back up here and they'll be right back to what they want to do.
And that includes you. So are you ready to answer questions that make no sense to the public because you were on the previous council?
I'm ready to do my best to answer questions that I have knowledge of. I don't know what those questions are. gonna
You seem
be.
to have a lot of knowledge of a lot of things. So if people ask questions, I hope you don't come with, I don't know.
There are a lot of things that I don't know. There are a lot of things that I do know. We'll see what comes up.
Again. Like,
Thank you, ma'am.
we wished that you would have let the mayor speak. That would be wonderful.
Have a good night.
I have a question.
Who's that?
Right here.
Okay, I couldn't see him.
Can I come forward?
That's Mr. RTE Hart.
Well, absolutely. Come forward.
I'll even let you use my cane. I'll even let you use my cane.
He's gonna share.
Where's your mic? Because I want them to hear the question.
It's laying right there, I believe.
I am very perplexed. The new council, it seems, ought to have the respect of the old council. That being said, if the new council has a concern with a particular employee and issues regarding thereof, the old council ought to respect that and take that into consideration and take some steps to protect what the new council wants to protect. But it seems like there's two councils at odds with each other.
I think you're right.
This isn't about you and it isn't about them. This is about Sugar City. If there's an issue, okay, but if there's an issue and the new council has a major issue with one employee, then I think this council needs to wake up and pay attention to that and maybe consider taking some temporary action until the new council is in.
Amen.
And that means not allowing access, not giving keys. I'm not the new council. But I think you need to respect the new guys coming in and consider what they need time so they can continue their job. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Come on up.
I'm gonna follow up with Rich. Since there seems to be such a division between the old council and the new council, I suggest we freeze the council. Shut the office down for the next week till you get the job done. You need to count the votes and get them in office, then do that. There's no reason to conduct normal business under the circumstances we got. We're already in a hole.
Correct.
So,
On their watch.
and are you gonna be held accountable and responsible for everything that happens this day forth till the new council comes in? Personally.
We are responsible.
Personally. I get a water bill for $116,000. I think it's a little ridiculous.
I don't agree with that. Miss Vicky, where's the microphone at? Right there. Thank you.
Vicky, do we have a conversation today at the office about how many bills or receipts or whatever you've got stacked up in there waiting to be able to process?
Use the mic?
I've got the mic.
Throat.
I'll try this again. Do we have a discussion today about how many bills or receipts or whatever are laying stacked up in the office because we need to process those and work on getting bills paid?
Got no
Yes,
money, how you gonna pay them?
How high is that stack?
pretty high. I mean, well, are you talking about all the payments that are in there?
The stuff that's sitting there waiting to be processed and go into the bank or be set up to be paid to people that we owe money to.
Like 5 days worth,
5 days worth.
4 or 5 days worth.
So if we were to sit and wait until the next council was legit and in place, would be 5-10 more days behind or what?
To me, it's.
Excuse me, I'm asking her a question and she'll answer the question. If you'd like to make public comment, come up forward and do it. But right now, we're asking an answer to the question that we just asked.
Because you're hogging the mic. Give her the mic so we can get her what she's saying.
I'm fine with that.
Like, you wanna grab that mic?
So they can hear both sides, so we're not like hiding either side of this conversation. So let's say we think it might take, what, 4 or 5 more days to get the vote canvassed?
I would think by Thursday,
By Thursday,
and we have
okay?
till Friday.
Okay, so 4 more days from today, 3 more days from today? Okay, and we're how many days downrange from the election now? Last Tuesday, so tomorrow, well, at the end of today is a week. Add 3, that's 10 days. So we've got 10 days worth of business to catch up on as far as making deposits and as far as getting checks ready to go out to pay people we owe.
Right. I'm not really sure, I've just been putting the bills in the stack because honestly, I've never done that part of the job.
Right.
So I don't really know how we go ahead and do that. So, I mean, somebody needs to do it.
But that portion is actually what Davita's always been handling?
That's her job.
Okay.
We have a few $1,000s sitting, waiting to be processed. That means checks. The longer checks sit, I mean, some people forget they write checks out, so then they're no good. It's harder for them. It's an inconvenience for the customer.
So that's thousands of dollars sitting there that need to go into our bank account that are just sitting in the office.
It's a concern for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I have been concerned about that.
All right. Who else wants to make public comment?
I do.
Come on up, sir. Hand him that mic.
Who gets the microphone in a minute?
So, quick question.
Yes, sir.
Where were you guys at when we were negative $840 in the hole, trying to pay these guys for payroll? Where were you guys at? Did you guys
Oh, I
know
was
that?
here. I was here.
Yeah,
Remember?
you were here.
I was here.
Yeah.
The microphone?
So was I.
No, I'm okay. I'm loud. They all
Okay.
know
I
I'm loud.
was, but apparently not
But
allowed.
you guys are trying to hire Miss Moreland back, but we were negative $800 in the hole.
That's not her deal.
That's not her deal. Vicky just said she pays the bills and handles all that. That's not her deal now.
And there was 3 days worth of
So the council decides that we're negative $800. What about the previous meeting where you guys blatantly said we had 80,000 for the town? Where's that money at? 80,000, but we're negative 800. Where is the seal that got approved for the state budget? Where's that at? Where's the letter of that? So we have no budget approved.
None of you've seen it?
It's all on the DOLA website.
It is not on the DOLA website.
It is on the DOLA
I just
website.
checked today, it is
I
not on the
saw it
DOLA website.
myself. I have it in my car as we speak.
Okay. Get it, yeah, let the public see it.
Go get it.
Let the public see it.
No, I have it organized by year.
All comes down to, if they get the vote certified, and get it done tomorrow.
Well, the thing is, we had a lady here to canvass the votes today, but nobody could know where the keys were at. So it would have been done today.
But the onus is on the council to get it done now. Right now.
Yep.
The law requires the selection of the person to canvass the votes. The selection of that person is to come from the clerk. That selection is not to come from the mayor. Why would you have a mayor designated person to approve the vote when the mayor benefits from
It
the vote?
was not the mayor, it was the new council who approved this person to come in and canvass the votes.
It was not the new council's place by law to pick.
Show me the
person.
law. Where's the
That is-
CRS code that states that we have no right to be here till April 15th? What code is that? What CRS code is that?
I could tell you because I have the paperwork in my car.
Go get it, please. Everybody has it in their cars.
Well, if they get the clerk to make the selection tomorrow to get the vote certified, it's done. That's Tuesday.
The problem is the public does not trust the clerk.
Exactly.
It's your call. None of them.
Kind of indicative of the last 4
And
years.
Brian, are you ready to answer, that's what I asked, are you ready to answer all these questions when the new trustees step in? Because you're an old trustee and gonna be a new trustee. Are you
And I've
ready
been
to
here for
answer these
15
questions?
years. Seen elections and nothing has happened like this.
I've never
You guys
seen it
sat
either.
down and then when the new election came, you guys got up and left. There was no argument, no nothing, but today now, you guys wanna have an argument and a say-so and you guys wanna stand up for the town, but you haven't done a damn thing the whole time you guys been in the seat.
I appreciate your opinion.
You guys
And how-
don't speak up for the town, you got individual problems with individual people here.
It's funny how everybody can be heard from the back of the room, but I gotta sit here with a microphone. I can hear you very well from all the way back there.
Give her the microphone.
We're hard of hearing.
You wanna read it?
Maybe you're not hard
Read what?
The dollar with
I
the,
never
It's right
claimed to be
here.
hard
It's a
of
whole
hearing.
report.
where's the sign from the state?
Why do we only have one trustee that knows about it? That's pretty not okay.
Where's the state seal?
That's your guys' job
The
as
state doesn't
trustees.
seal it. They
new
upload it to their
trustee's job to know
site.
it
This
too.
is directly off their site. This is 2024.
Well, the old council would have handed some information to the new council, maybe we wouldn't be in this predicament. They handed nothing
But it's
over
not
to the
approved.
new council.
Yes, it
They
is.
said, take the seat.
If
Have a
it's
seat,
on
no
the
problem, no
website,
more."
it's approved.
Training day.
Can that be available for people to see after the meeting?
Sure, I'd be happy to make my personal binder available to everybody.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Here, give it the microphone.
I do not have it. If I can go on my email, I can print it out for you.
How long would that take?
5 minutes.
Why don't you go in there and get it started, and we'll continue in here, and when it's ready, we'll bring it out.
But part of the problem is the council is not prepared. She is basically sitting in Davita's seat, taking Davita's seat, but hasn't printed out valuable information to the public. That's an issue.
And as a council, you guys should know the Colorado revised statutes.
As well as
By
you.
heart, I suppose.
Hey, I got a whole binder I've been reading all week about Colorado revised statutes, so I
I'm very
do.
glad of that. That will help you do your job here.
Yes, it will, better than you.
That's exactly why I want you to step down, buddy.
Hey, didn't you guys have a breach of sunshine law over the weekend, having a little meeting over there in Ordway, if you guys are the new council? Hey!
No.
Hey, I got proof. I got evidence showing all you guys are there.
Yeah, we were there. Nobody's denying we were there. Scarlett?
Saturday, sir.
No, you
Let's have
didn't.
that discussion
Hey,
later.
we're not part of the council, sir. We don't get in until 8:15, sir.
It was properly noticed in the window. I have a picture of it. I had it properly noticed as a potential of quorum. And I had posted that on Thursday.
And was it for the whole week? Because they have one every day.
They posted on Thursday, but it wasn't
So,
in the
were you
window
there,
where it's supposed to
Scarlett?
be, right?
I absolutely was.
What was talked about? Can you let us know what was talked about?
If you were there, you would know. I'd be happy to discuss it in my treasurer's report, or trustee's report.
But why do we want to hide information from the public when we had a Sugar City?
I
town
literally
meeting
just
in
said I would
Ordway?
share it in my trustee report, but you're so ready with a response instead of active listening that you didn't hear that from me.
Because you're kind of being rude, being like, I'll share it in my trustee's report.
Because you guys are being rude.
Why don't we all try talking like adults?
Well, we conduct business like adults.
Why are you guys conducting Sugar City business in Ordway?
Yes.
Because we did not have use of this room, and we posted a notice in advance that we were gonna be over there, and that town business would not be discussed, that it was a strategy meeting for our team. On the notice, it stated no town business would be discussed, and it was not. There were other people present at that meeting besides the people at this table.
How many people from this room right now saw that notice?
I don't know, there were 5 or 6 other people in the room besides us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There was 5.
Posted where?
Amy was there.
Real quick, wait.
Where was it posted,
It was
Scott?
posted when?
In the window.
In the window right here in the
Was in the
door.
window.
When was it posted?
Thursday, she said.
Thursday.
Hey, how do you guys have keys to get in the office if you
wait.
guys gave up your keys?
Wait, I've got a question.
The office was open at the time of the posting.
Explain to me.
What day was this one?
You posted it Thursday. We all know, we're all aware that this building is closed on Friday because Davita needs more smoking time.
Actually, it was open
Are we
Friday.
supposed to?
It was
The
open
office was
Friday.
open Friday.
That was
Why?
open February and March. It
Why
was
would
open
we
Friday.
wander up to the
It
door?
was open on
Excuse me,
Friday.
I'm speaking, I'm asking a question.
You asked a question
Well,
without getting the
excuse me.
answer. You asked a
Excuse
question
me.
without getting the answer. Excuse
Why
me.
would we wander up to the door Thursday evening if this office is closed Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Why?
I
your
just told you.
I
This
wasn't
Friday,
listening,
it
I
was
was asking.
open. This Friday, it was open. I know because I came and paid my water bill on Friday.
So you're,
I was here. I paid my water bill. I walked out.
The office is publicly closed on Friday.
The office was
it was
publicly
open.
closed on February and March on Fridays. That is true. Last Friday was not February or March. The office was open.
Show of hands, who knew that? Who knew that the office was open Friday? Do you guys not see a problem with this? There's a problem with that. If 3 of you knew that the office was gonna be open on Friday, there's a problem.
There were hands raised in the group out there as well.
Not very many.
Not very many at all.
It's your responsibility, not ours.
Even if there was
Unacceptable.
Even if it was posted, even if the office was closed, that paper was posted in the office, the post was
And it
visible.
will not stand.
It was posted on Thursday while the office was open. It was still visible Thursday, it was still visible Friday. It was there the office was open when she posted it. That's the answer to your question. And the office doesn't have to be open for you to be able to read the notice through the window. Yes, sir.
This has been a long-standing problem, it's not just tonight. These notifications on the door, I don't drive through town and say, oh, I better look at the door to see if there's something going on.
Right.
We need a way of being notified electronically, through email, or put a board out in the middle of the street with the dates and times.
And I think we should do something like that.
We gotta do a better way of
We
notifying the
used to
public.
be able to post at the post office, but they changed their regulations and they won't let us.
Well, we can do something right out front. We gotta do something where the public is better notified.
I think that's an excellent idea, and we do need to find a way to do it, but currently, these are the issues we're trying to deal with. It used to be really easy just to go to the bulletin board in the post office
I didn't
and
see
put it
it
up
either.
there.
I didn't
Well,
see
no,
it.
it's not up there
No,
because
I'm
they changed their
saying-
regs and won't let us.
This has been a problem for a long time. I didn't like it when it was done at the post office. I don't like it when it's on the front door out here, because I don't go there every day.
Fair enough. You have a suggestion?
Well,
looking
I'm
for
hoping
one.
that the council
Guys got
can
a
come up with a
website.
better idea. What?
They got a website, why can't they post it on there?
Well, that's a
I
good
don't do
point.
websites.
Won't check that either.
I don't like a website, but you could put a sign out in the street. We used to do that,
Yeah, I can't read these.
A-frame sign or something.
She's got her question if you'll let her.
What about the 24 hours? You posted it on what day?
Thursday.
Thursday?
Thursday. I was in this office on Thursday until like 7 o'clock. When I left, there was no notice posted on that door. And your meeting was at 5.
Now what?
Sunshine law, 24 hours, you have to have a meeting.
How about she answer your question? She's looking it up.
It was
She was here with us, she just said that.
It was posted at
Give her the
5:41.
microphone. You got one. Scarlett, use the.
I feel like now we're almost too late.
Who posted it?
Gary.
If you and Scarlett knew that the meeting was going on and you guys are gonna be on the new board, why wouldn't you guys want your new board members to like kind of be aware of this meeting? Like,
Because they
even if
weren't an
you had to
official
do the
board.
extra step to let them be aware, that's
Use the
kind of
microphone, please.
something you guys should have done as old and new board members.
Because they weren't sitting board members. They weren't legally sitting.
Well, that's you
But
too.
you're still gonna have to sit with them.
You're gonna be on the new board too, Scarlett. That
Yep.
makes you look what? Very smart, right?
That I said no to voting Macy off because that was illegal. That I said no to all the other things because it was
It is
illegal.
illegal. If it's 2/3 of the council to vote a member off, it is legal. Sorry.
You weren't
Look
a
up your
sitting
CRS
council
code.
member because the canvas wasn't done.
Then why
I
did
was
they
trying
get their
to save
seats
you.
and let us get their seats?
I was trying to save you because the canvas hadn't been done. You had to
saving
do
nobody,
the
'cause the canvas could have been
It
done
has
today.
to be done.
And if you were aware of that, why didn't you say that on Wednesday?
I was told that the canvas had been done.
Oh,
But
no,
then
you
I
didn't. Oh my God. That's a good one.
Who told you that?
Are you aware that you are on video electioneering in this office?
Prove it.
during that? I have it go on YouTube
Hey,
right
take
now
it
and
to
I
the
have it.
state attorney. Take it to the state attorney. Good job. Good job.
But then again, all these council members should be held accountable for that as well, right? Because they
As well
ain't
as
shutting it
you.
down. That's fine.
And as well as the beater for counting the votes, which she's not supposed to, right?
Okay, I have the letter from Karen Goldman. It was dated April 4th. It came in over CML Municipal Clerk's list. It says, as soon as the canvass is done and the results are official, you can swear in your new members. This can occur on the same day as you've noted.
Why were we sworn in?
That was the same day we were sworn in.
Again, I just got thrown into this position when all this happened, so I don't have answers to your questions. All I can say is that I am not going to do anything illegal because my reputation means more than that. I am not going to break the law, which I've been asked to do. I've tried to confer with people and let them know this was gonna happen. I actually, on Wednesday night when we left here, I walked up to Cindy and I told her that we had to have it recounted again. She told me that she didn't believe that was true. I waited to hear back from her on that. I didn't. I did some research, got onto the email on Friday and saw it, and I did call and let Cindy know. And I'm sure she will let you know that that's what I did. And that's when we tried to come up with the judge.
So who was the one that announced that that had been done then?
That I do not know.
Scarlett, who announced that that was done then?
I don't know. I wasn't here. I was in Ordway.
No, who
But how
told
did
you
you
that
get
it
the
had been
information?
canvassed?
I got it through word of mouth. I didn't get it through official means.
So then, we're gonna
Sorry.
Would anybody else want to make public comment up front?
I'd like to know why, I want you guys to address, Sheila Rustin was here today to vote, so none of this would be occurring to begin with. Why she was not able to
She was not the one
accomplish.
selected by the clerk as is required by the statute. She was selected by the incoming mayor. The clerk needs to make that selection.
I also did not have the keys to the box because I was not allowed to contact Davida about anything in the office. And I looked for an hour until the lady came. I looked after that. I couldn't find them. I can't produce keys that I can't find. I'm not allowed to have access to them when Davida was in the position, so therefore I have no knowledge.
Mr. Kohler, you wanted to speak.
So it seems to me we're just in catch-22. So all that needs to be done is we can all go home and the vote needs to be canvassed
The only thing,
and come back next week.
to my knowledge, the only thing that needs to happen for the vote to be canvassed and official, and these guys up here, is for the independent party, the gentleman from Fowler, with so much experience in that and so many other places, whenever he's available. I think he was out of town for a funeral this weekend, for him to come in and actually go through the canvass of the vote, boom,
So
done.
then we can call it a day.
I think so, yeah.
We can call it a day, everybody. We're gonna canvass
Give
the
him the
vote.
microphone,
Our votes are
Mr.
getting
Kohler.
out.
Well, they didn't give us an answer who's holding the keys and where the keys are. And they
Mr.
said they're
Kohler.
letting Davida back in the office, so how safe do we?
May I have a
feel?
microphone, please?
Oh, it's right here. Tonight. I think you guys should all be.
Go ahead, sir.
Excuse me. I'd like to speak uninterrupted,
Microphone up.
no questions until that time.
Because
I
we all
have
work
finished.
out good.
First of all, please go on my YouTube channel where you find proof of electioneering in this hall.
How do you have camera footage of that?
Core request. Now that that's been settled, first, before I get to my point about threats and assaults, first I would like to ask why Scott Knoll, or for him to explain the assault he was talking about perpetrating in the parking lot 45 minutes ago against a man with a marijuana, it matters, with a marijuana cap in a large group, how you were going to attack this man. Now that it is on public record, when I'm done with my speech, you may reply. All right, for the last 2 weeks,
Cover that.
for the last 2 weeks, I have been under attack left and right.
And you've been harassing everybody in town, jerk off.
I asked not to be interrupted,
I don't care.
Mr.
what you ask.
Trustee. First, I was informed by the other candidate, Cindy, that I had been making threats to arson, or to burn her house down. Oh, your daughter said that. I have it on recording, also on my YouTube channel. Following that, a few days later at my home, someone was outside of my home with their phone. Another person, Nate Dinsmore, approached them, heard someone giving that person instructions to say it was about a cat and drive away. That night I came home, I made a police report. I asked them to step in and put an end to all this because of the vigilantism around here.
Isn't this a private issue?
Oh no, this is public because a trustee assaulted me today, right in this office while trying to get my CORA request. I was attacked. The video is on there. Eric Roberts was arrested for assault.
No, he wasn't.
No? Okay.
There you go.
I was incorrectly informed. Either way, tomorrow at 8:15, I will be in court for the restraining order against Eric Roberts. I encourage every one of you to watch the video yourself because words do not speak, which you will see. You will see this man come out of nowhere, physically grab me. This is an active trustee, according to everyone in this room. That is an active trustee who is, on Saturday when I saw Eric, Scott, and Peanut, and a person on the phone committing sunshine law violations less than a block from my house. When I approached them about it, Scott told me, "Fuck you." In fact, I have been cussed by this man and Eric repeatedly. So I encourage all of you to come to court tomorrow at 8:15 to speak your mind and defend this behavior.
We have bigger problems. We have like no money.
Time's up, sir.
Oh, the business is over? This meeting, Cindy did not post this meeting correctly. There was no time on the meeting. So, whatever.
Time's up, sir.
I am done being assaulted in town. The next person who comes to assault me can expect to hear from law enforcement. If you come by my house and harass me, you can expect to hear from law enforcement.
Thank you, sir. All right, point of clarification over this
Actually,
arrest.
no.
He's
Why
having
does he
3
have
minutes.
more than
Why
3
does-
minutes?
Yeah, why does he get more minutes?
Who else got held to 3 minutes tonight? The people that were under 3 minutes tonight quit on their own before 3 minutes. There's been tons of interruptions. This meeting should be a lot more orderly. People here should be acting a lot more like an adult.
The mic to the mayor so he can speak and
So if the voice on the microphone is not the active mayor, then everything is invalid.
It's not a meeting,
Thank you. The issue about the arrest was a misunderstanding here. Somebody told somebody who told somebody who told somebody who told somebody, which happens every day in this town with the rumors.
Oh,
So I'm glad that it has been corrected.
Instead of interrupted.
I am glad that it's been corrected that the gentleman was not arrested. However, he was, I believe, cited for this offense. There is videotape of the offense, and you're available to see that tape for yourself. Mr. Kohler?
I am Jay Kohler, the mayoral candidate.
Mr. Kohler, your time is up. Please have a seat.
Would you get with me later? I'd like to give this to you.
Who else would like to have public comment? Move on. Nobody else? Yes, sir. Please come up. Where's the microphone?
I've got one right here.
Very good. Thank you, sir. Please proceed.
Hello. Hey, my name is Toby Alaba, and I think most of you know me. There were 4 ladies that were watchers during the election. My wife was one, this young lady right here. There's 3. No, Sandy, Geringer, and Betty. And now they were accusing them of fraud. The reason we had them there was to stop the fraud. Now, I have said, well, and even you, Brian, keep using the word fraud. And I asked you, can I see the video? And you said, oh, you can't use the video because it's not here yet. It's with, what, Zoom?
I believe I was on.
The video's here. I know the guy that wired this building. There's a camera. There's 2. My concern is, when we get to see the video, somebody's going to tamper with it. So can you guarantee me that those keys are locked up so nobody else could get there?
I believe we need to find a way to secure those keys tonight to make sure that they remain secure until the person that's going to do the canvas gets here. Do you have a suggestion of a secure way to do that? Because I think in the interest of everybody on both sides, those things need to be secured so that nobody can get to them at all until the person comes here to canvass them, so you have an actual, clean, protected group of ballots.
I don't think anybody should see them the way have a chance to be watching. Because I don't know, there are people here that I believe are so unscrupulous to win an election, they'll do just about anything.
I can see the election, that part is over, but the rest of it is not.
Well, there's some good news for some of us.
How would we do the proper security? Because boxes are secure. How would you suggest?
I don't know. I just don't want somebody that gets so cute, and I don't have to tell you who it is, to have access to those keys and have access to that video.
Well, I think there's a lot of people around here that are capable of being pretty cute. My question to you, sir, is in fairness to everybody on both
I
sides.
want you to guarantee me that nobody is gonna tamper with that stuff until we have a chance to see it.
I'm asking you for a
Because you
suggestion.
use the
on how
fraud
we
many
should
more
do that.
times, and then we're gonna have a problem.
I'm asking you for a suggestion on how to do that, because if we, let's say we send them home with somebody everybody trusts, what's gonna stop somebody next week from saying, well, while that person's super trustworthy, super person, they tampered with them? What, do you have a suggestion on how we can?
I have a
securely protect
suggestion, you
everybody?
keep them locked up, but the safe deposit box is fine. But I don't then want people to have access to this. It seems like this is a very porous building. People are all the time walking around in here and getting stuff. This is pretty important to me, because if it becomes an issue, I guarantee you it's gonna be hell to pay.
I agree. I want to find
And
a way
that
to secure
video,
the property.
that video will show what's going on.
I agree. So if we want to secure them at the bank, which I think is an excellent idea, but they're closed right now, excuse me, give me a moment. How do we get them into the bank? How do we protect them between now?
Give me the keys.
I don't trust Toby at all, no. Toby's just as guilty as the rest of them.
No, I don't want him, you'll think I tampered with them.
That's my point.
How about giving them to Scarlett?
My point is, no matter who you give them to, somebody's going to say that's the wrong person.
I know.
Give him to Toby.
His wife's being accused.
No.
He's the most trustworthy man in this
His
room.
wife is accused, that's the reason you don't give it to
Nah,
him.
bullshit.
You don't give the evidence to the person accused. There we go.
Let Mr. Hiroshi.
I'm done.
I trusted his wife with my kids. I can trust her with my kids.
I volunteer.
Now, how about you give them to Terry Reeves?
Terry Reeves.
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Impartial.
All right.
Give him the votes and the DVR.
Anybody ever actually take them over, right? You can take the keys over and give them to Terry? Just
Why
the
don't
box.
the two of you go together? Here's my point. We're looking for, everybody's going to be mistrusted by somebody. Why don't you both take those keys together?
We need a new council member as well.
Sure, why not? You want to go?
I'll go.
We're gonna need a bus if we get many more.
I mean,
Big ass van, we could all fit.
when can we do that? And we need to contact Terry and see if he's willing to receive them.
You can find the keys, we can do it in the morning, right? Oh, we'll take him to Terry. If he's not there, we'll give him to the undersheriff.
You good with that? Where's Cody? Cody, come forward a
Oh,
second.
he's saying if he's not there.
Are we gonna double check that these keys actually open the
I know
safe?
Terry very well. All right, so,
That's, okay. Vicky's making a good point, and I spoke with Terry Reeves today.
Okay.
And they want nothing to
I
do
know
with this
that.
election. I'm not sure that he would even accept those keys.
okay, give them to me.
I agree.
Happy with Tobe having them.
I'll put them in a safe in my house. I've never come in this office anyway. You'll never see me here. And when you want them back, you can
Can't
have
give
them.
the accused the evidence.
Why you keep looking at
Exactly.
Jay? Look at your council
Yeah.
members.
Excuse me, I look where I wish. I'm looking at everybody. I agree with Mr. Kohler that since Mr. Allenbaugh's wife is one of the people supposedly that made, that's looked at it for the voter fraud, that you can't give them to him for
Oh,
that reason.
I can
don't
hardly
like
wait to see the video.
that. Yeah, I'd like for you to see the video, okay?
He has it.
You know what? You guys are the council. You tell me how you're gonna protect the keys.
Which judge?
The one that I am, is
For the
coming.
guy from Fowler?
Yeah.
Well, could you get a hold of him? You wouldn't have the
If
ballots.
tomorrow I can, he'll be in town
Tomorrow doesn't
tomorrow.
work.
We'll try to call him and see if we can get those keys to him tonight.
Sugar City, believe it or not.
Mr. Clover,
Is he gonna be reviewing the video?
momentarily, Mr. Clover.
All right, might I suggest, I
give him
think
the mic.
everybody trusts
Give him the mic.
Lucille
Mr.
Nichols.
Mayor.
No.
You guys don't trust Lucille? You don't
Okay, well, Ronnie Rusher's out, cause I don't trust him. Lloyd,
I trust Lucille.
Lloyd's been a problem my whole life.
Call someone from out of county then, county commissioner.
I guess the other
Former
option
county
is we can
commissioner
hang them
calls
on the
someone from
door
out of
and
county.
people can sit there and watch them from their car
No,
to make sure that
literally,
they're just hanging
Why
from the
would I
glass.
wanna keep the keys?
Why
Because
are you
there are
asking?
people out here, that might shoot their mouths off and think I was the one that committed the fraud.
You wanna hold it?
Thank you very much, though. I appreciate you on share.
Then you can hang them on the glass door
And get the keys right
for all
now
to
if
see.
they'll do it.
They probably won't. Terry told me today that they're done with the
I
town
know,
of Sugar City.
I heard
They
that
still work for the
myself.
But
county.
if I take them there, I know they will hold them.
They still work for the county, I don't care what he says.
What?
Jerry still works for the county, you know?
I understand that, but let's get
A
real.
deputy ought to come over.
Give me
and
the
get 'em
keys,
right
I'll
now
take the
while
keys.
everybody
I'll
can
give 'em
see
back to
him,
him.
have them in his hand. I agree. And then it'll be done.
Or you come up with a solution.
I do trust you, but I agreed with Jay under this because your wife is one of the people being reviewed. It's inappropriate. I would
Then
love
come
to-
up with somebody. asked you to do it.
We got a
Then
group-
you asked me
room
what
full
I
of people.
wanted. I don't know.
We got a room full of people
offered
trying
to
to
seal
pick
nickels.
somebody and we're still striking out. I can't.
Well, it's your job, it's not mine. Give them to Mark.
Has never held the keys and doesn't necessarily want them. I mean, why do you not trust Lucille Nichols? She ran elections. here
I do
forever.
not trust Lucille.
I trust Lucille
I
Nichols,
trust
but she
Lucille.
is so tired. You know, she's not a spring chicken. She doesn't want to get involved.
No, she was the one who brought out an accusation that my medical clinic was a methadone clinic. She cannot be trusted anymore.
What does that have to do with
It has to do with me
Well, we
and
don't
that
care if you
election.
don't trust her. We do not care.
I know you don't care, and I don't care what your feelings are.
Can I get her hands up? Anybody? How many dislike Lucille Nichols?
It's all it
Okay,
takes.
there's 5.
One of the candidates
6.
disagrees.
You're not. 6 people. I don't know what's wrong with her.
Okay, we can ask Terry Reeves if he'll be willing to receive those keys, but I expect that he will not.
Call him and see. See if they'll send a
You
deputy.
can't run by
over to
the
get
office
'em.
and give them the
Very simple.
We meet at 7 o'clock.
Oh, okay. How about if I take them and I give them to county commissioners, they can lock them up there.
We would need several people to go together and give them to a county commissioner.
So it's just the key to the safe, right?
It's safer to protect everybody.
I don't
by
know
having-
where the
That from the other. Toby, I trust Toby. You can have the key to the DVR or the
And
safe
he
or
still
whatever
doesn't
it
have
is.
access to the building.
And he won't have access to the building
Give me
because
the
he doesn't
one
have
key
keys
to
to the
the
building.
DVR.
So
Is there a key to the
He
DVR?
just needs the key to lock
It
up.
was tampered with. This
Now there's a problem?
Yes.
What?
tampered
Every
with.
7 days.
Vicky.
But he does.
Every 7 days, the DVR records over it. It has now been over 7 days.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. I knew we were gonna get screwed one way or the other, and I found the way. All right, thank you.
Has that been extracted
The DVR system records over itself every 7 days.
Yeah, we have
Doesn't somebody
several
already
people
have it
that
downloaded?
request for that.
And
Which
they've
I have to
got
give them because it's what they for. So it's already out. I know everybody's making a big deal about it.
Well,
It's on
everybody's
James'
gonna
website.
handle it's on tampered with.
So none of them knew that, none of you council members knew that the thing records after 7 days, over records it?
Yeah, you can have mine. I trust you.
That system was set up by Eric.
No, wasn't it? It was home
You're not a council member, that's a council member.
When you get in, you'll learn.
He set up the system, he ran all the wires. He did, maybe.
We do have video
We did. And I
Now, you're the one that's got access to the cameras outside of this building too, don't you?
Actually, you did.
No, you do.
You did. I have no idea.
Okay, let's stop.
Not show up.
Let's stop. I've been informed that the part of the video for Election Day has already been extracted and has not been recorded over. So we have not lost it.
But it's not on the DVR. That's not what they asked me if we had it. They asked if they could have the
Where
DVR.
is it?
That is what I answered about.
Can Vicky have the mic so we can hear what she's saying?
The video was already extracted. Scarlett put in a Cora request. But it is not on the DVR because it is now past those days.
But it was extracted
So-
before that.
Yes,
Sections
before
were
those
extracted.
days, yes.
So there's a copy.
There are a
Yes.
piece of a copy.
It's not gone, but it's not on the DVR anymore because it's been recorded over. Because that's how the system works.
But who has the copy?
Vicki, where do you have the copy stored?
The copy.
It was on the USB.
Okay, so you have it. Okay,
And the sheriff's department has a copy, actually.
okay. So Scarlett has got a copy before the DVR recorded it over, and the sheriff's department has a copy of that footage.
Who else has a copy? What about the DA?
I don't know if the DA has it or not.
Maybe you should let Scarlett have the mic so she could tell us who has a copy of the recording.
Those are the only two I know of, is the sheriff's department and myself.
So if you have it like
Sir?
immediately, why couldn't we see it?
Sir, if you'd like to come up, we will let you speak. Everybody else has had a chance to speak.
The question was asked at the same
Okay.
time I was gonna ask was asked back here, so.
Okay, which question exactly was that?
Everything that was recorded during those meetings wasn't available for the next meeting every time.
I'll let Vicki answer that.
I know. There was nothing.
When I was setting up the website, I asked our attorney, Clay Buckner, what needed to be put on the website for the public to have. He said if the meeting minutes were on there, that at their request, they had to put in a core request to get copies of the videos.
Are we supposed to do that if they're erased after 7 days?
I can't tell you about the security system. I did not set it up. I actually wouldn't set it up to record every 7 days. I would keep those videos of every day of the week. But I'm not the board members. They chose this, so that is all I can report on.
Alright, what's next on the agenda?
Are we waiting for an answer from the sheriff's department on the security?
Is that microphone still up there? Go ahead, please.
Are we waiting? Are we waiting on the sheriff's department to get back in touch with us?
I just wait for
For what, exactly? I'm trying to
For
follow
the
your question.
security with the keys and the vote and the votes.
I'm having trouble hearing you, so a little closer to the mic. I'm really trying to hear you.
Are we waiting for the sheriff's department to get in touch with this council?
About?
No.
The keys?
I just did.
Secured.
Ronnie,
Not that I know of.
I just talked to him.
Did you?
Yeah, and they gave me a call back.
Okay.
They're not gonna come in, they're not gonna get involved. All we're gonna do is go get the keys, we'll hand him the keys and off he goes.
Excellent, that's great, thank you. So would you say that in the microphone so everybody can hear it, please?
I'm gonna start a fight.
Go, Roger.
And I'm gonna put the keys in my pocket. Then when they haul me off to Ordway, they'll have the keys.
There you go.
No, I just talked to them. They're gonna send the sheriff's deputy over, hopefully in a few minutes. He's not gonna come in. We're just gonna walk out and hand him the keys and he's on his way. They do not want to get involved in this political.
Okay, so here's the thing. When the sheriffs get here, we'll have Scarlett and Cody and Tobe take the keys out to the deputy. Okay, all sides are represented. There's multiple eyes on the package, so to speak. There's no underhanded. We'll have these three people take the keys and walk that key out to the deputy. Okay?
Where's the
Now, can
deputy key? Where are the keys right now? We gotta go get them so we can hand them out.
Gary, can you and Davina go back and get the key, and can you bring the key out here to the table? Davina?
I don't know where they're at right now.
Well, that's why we need to find them right now.
Can you two go start looking?
If anybody's been out in the office or not.
Well, we need to locate that key, and if you and Gary will go back there, you guys can find that key.
I can tell him where I left them.
Okay, please do come forward, let him know where to look. Because we need to have the key available when the sheriffs get here so we can get it to him, so we can move on and we can all get home before midnight.
Here we go.
Okay, well, they're gonna work on getting that key located and in here on the table so it's ready when the sheriff gets here, because we don't want her to wait.
Can we test the keys?
I do think that we should, the three of them together, test that key and make sure that's the right key, rather than assuming that. I think that's a valid request.
looks like a
They
special
can't.
key.
It can't be tampered with.
Yeah.
It can't be tampered with.
You guys went
Help
to
me
work with
understand.
you guys, so.
Because
You
you don't
can't.
touch that.
You can't.
Hang on, help me understand that.
You can't tamper
You,
with it.
you break that seal, you've broken the law.
We
You
can't hear
cannot.
anything in the back.
Okay, so Mr. Clover is saying that when you turn that key, that it's gonna break the seal, and that cannot be done. So, we're not gonna be able to test the key.
Got it.
We'll hold you responsible that it's the right key.
We'll know when they come to canvass the
Let the
votes.
sheriff's department
If it
take the
doesn't
box.
open the
I mean,
box,
it's not that big of a
then
deal.
Somebody's in trouble.
We can try to sell them on taking the box.
Let the sheriff's department take the box.
I'm genuinely looking for something that works for everybody, but it's really difficult when nobody wants to get along.
That's fine with me.
Scarlett, that you know of, is there anything wrong with letting the sheriff's department take the box?
They can't leave the building.
They can't leave the building
Oh, well, they can,
until it's been canvassed or what?
Till it's been canvassed.
Why don't we just like,
they may have a deputy sit here.
They can arm deputy.
They could have a deputy sit here. It'll be the first time that they've done something that should sit here in a while.
Well, I tell you what, when they bring the key out, let's take a picture of the key. And then we can make sure with a photograph that that's the key that's used to open that box. Mr. Mayor, do you have you in agreement? We'll just photograph that key, and then we'll make sure that that's the same key that actually opens that box. Apparently, only one will open it.
Yeah, I don't even know where the key is.
Luckily, you have a news reporter right here that can video.
Yeah, he can video that key and get it so that that's available too independently.
Take it out the window.
Because it appears you're not going to be able to test the key.
It's not that hard.
Staff, the new staff, and Mr. Allenbach. Yes, ma'am.
There's 3 keys to each one of those ballot boxes, and there were 2 boxes.
The discussion we were just having was about the DVRs, wasn't it? Or did we change steps and I missed it?
DVR is bolted to the wall.
Yeah.
I guess it's what you would call it. I don't know what it is. Again, I don't.
I think both keys need to be given up for the DVR and for the election box.
I mean, it's not like it's recording anyway. I'm bolted from the wall and give it to them if that's what they want. At this point, what do you want me to do?
Why don't we just, people can sit in their cars and watch all night, and nobody cares.
For each box, and they're all keyed different. So there
And
are
if I put
6.
the tape on the window, everybody can sit there if that's what they want until tomorrow when it's taken, it's taken
Yeah,
possible.
yeah, but that's.
But you are, I would think you are gonna need 2 current, people that are assigned to that box, to get in the box to put it in.
All of the keys, get all the
You can
keys.
send somebody else, but you're gonna have to have somebody that's authorized there.
Who all was on that list?
Not me.
No. I'm thinking probably Gary.
It's probably Gary, Joni, and probably the same ones that have signatures on the checks.
Right, that's my guess.
That are approved on by the bank.
You know, it's always impossible to please everybody.